Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RACHAKWADASH, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and the sincere. Shalom to the icon that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. It's going to be a real quick video, a really extremely quick video. I know I say that all the time, but it always is going, a little further than usual. But that's the spirit of the Lord, man. It is what it is. What I'm doing is, this is a video put up by Ariala, Ariala Sakari. And when I looked at this comment board, and he even had this, the Christian, not the Christian, the Muslim on the orange hat, he had a problem with him so-called cursing. And I do videos on this a lot, okay? So this is kind of a shorter version of what I usually do, because this is a really simple explanation on when it comes to cursing. First off, man, let's read this comment here, because the brother was asking the Muslim where, show him in the Bible and a Quran, or however you say that crazy ass book, right, where you can't curse, right? So here goes this person here. It says, show him where he can't curse. Precepts, Ephesians 4:29. No rotten word must proceed out of your mouth, but only something good for the building up of the need. So you're telling me that a few little so-called, a little bit of profanity is not helping anybody? You got all types of craziness happening out here, and you're concerned about a few little curse words, so-called curse words. That's, first of all, man, that's where I'm at. All this killing, all this shooting, all this lying to you, these holidays, these religions, and all the rap music, everything that's happening around you, there's so many more things, right, to be worried about than a little bit of profanity, man. How is that hurting anybody? Right? How is that hurting anybody? Them professors in them colleges, or whatever you want to call them, right? They curse, so-called. Everybody use profanity, man. Profanity does not should I say, match, tell your character, right? Because you got these people out here that so-called don't use profanity, and out there lying to people, man. Telling people to gel up, telling people to get to Revelation 13, and all this other, just lying to you, man. But you're concerned. You people are so concerned about a few little words, man. Okay, that's, first of all, that's where I'm at. Second of all, what is a rotten word? Because we're going to break it down, or we are, right? What does fuck mean, right? You know what I'm saying? And with the way we use it, see, people don't know where it comes from. This is why we say you got to know what cursing is, and you got to know what profanity is. You put those two together, you will understand that it's not using words like fuck, shit, and things like that. Which those two are like the main ones that everybody are so scary of, right? So scared of, right? So I'm not going to read this anymore, because he says, according to about the scriptures, so the so-called Israelite Christian cursing and using the N-word with an A, nigga, has no self-restraint in any shape, form, or fashion. No, come on, man. You people get on these comment boards and act, and you think you have knowledge. You have a nigga, you niggar. Do you understand what we talking about when we call people niggas? Right? Y'all don't even know what the hell is going on, man. And that's what that brother told this guy in the orange cap, man. Oh, talking shit. And I use it again. Yeah, shit. You're talking shit, and you don't know what the hell is going on, man. What is a profane word? What is a curse word? We're going to break it down, man. Okay? We're going to break it down. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first start off with Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 15th verse, just to show you a little bit of an example of a curse. What is cursing? Okay, what is cursing? Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and all his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Did that say anything about saying a word, or did it say it said a curse? So what we're going to do is we're going to get this definition of curse. The reason you people get bent out of shape, and I'm going to keep saying this over and over again, the reason you people get bent out of shape is because y'all don't look up words, man. You don't. Okay. Let's get it over here first. A curse, a prayer that evil or harm befall one. That just showed you the definition of the curse, of a curse. Saying that dropping F-bombs is not cursing. Right? Dropping F-bombs is not cursing. Right? And if you want to say, oh, it's cuss, I got you. I'm going to get you on that too. Because even cussing don't got nothing to do with that. Okay? Let's see here. Vilification. Okay? So we got curse, right? We got that. Okay? Because what I like doing is I like breaking, in each individual what you call it, definition, right? That's what you have. So it says vilification, the act of saying or writing unpleasant things about someone or something. So in the fashion that you people use it in, like, motherfucker, right? And stuff like that. You got to understand where these words come from, man. And you understand that these are not these so-called... Man, each and every last one of y'all that come up with that craziness, we ask y'all over and over again, what is the definition of cursing? And then you know what you do? You try to talk over us. And you get upset and you get frustrated because you don't have the answer. So what do? You just keep talking over us. And it's just like, what is cursing? I just asked you a simple question. And it's not hard. Everybody right now has literally miniature libraries in their pockets, and they don't use them. Right? Again, F-bombs, S-bombs, and whatever else you say, that does not describe your character, man. It doesn't. You can say whatever it is you want to say. You can talk like the most. What is Esau doing, man? Right? Two horns like a lamb. Right? Speaking of peace, but came as a dragon. The soft speeches and all that other stuff that Esau used to lie to us, man. Second of all, I want y'all to realize this, right? When it comes to the cursing, so-called, I need you to realize something. English is not our language. So saying words like the F-bomb and the S-bomb and whatever other word, that has nothing at all to do with cursing of the Bible. Because this language is not ours. The English language is not ours. Right? This is what you people have to realize. You're using the Lord's name in vain. What, Jesus? You talk about Jesus? Because Jesus is what taught me fucking shit and stuff like that. If that's what you're talking about. Right? What I'm going to do, okay? Now, because when you look at this definition of vilification, you're looking at something that's more than likely profane. So when you talk about profane, and another thing I'm going to do while I'm looking this up, I'm going to break down something to y'all, man. They're acronyms, just formed into a word. Fornication under the consent of the king. It's fuck, F-U-C-K. Fornication under the consent of the king. Fuck. How many of y'all know that? Shit. Ship high in transit. Let me repeat that for you stiff-necked ass people, man. Shit. Ship high in transit. Well, do you know what I'm saying? I could do a separate lesson on it, right? Or where these acronyms came from. Ain't like you people get right. But again, this is only for edification for the people that really, for the the people that really want to learn, man. Right. So you look at this the comment board, and you can see this over and over again, right? Overkill and classless. Okay, are you out there? See, this is why we always say. See, it says all that cursing is evident that these guys need to be delivered. Now, watch this. I kind of laughed at this. The comment right below it asked, and this is a very simple question: did they lie about anything? Their spirit tells all. Come on, man. That tells you that tells you the type of people that we're dealing with, man. Right? Their spirit tells all. He asked, no, the person asked, did they lie about anything? You didn't answer the question. That's when me personally, that's when I leave it for their self-conscious to believe that our spirit tells all. Okay? All that cursing. Again, you don't know what cursing is. Dropping F-bombs and stuff like that has nothing to do with profanity. Why? Well, one of the main reasons, again, is because English is not our language. Right? English was beat into us. So if you talk about using a name in vain of Jesus, I don't give a goddamn about that name. So if you're telling me something like that, I don't care. Because I don't worship Jesus. Right? I don't worship Jesus. Jesus was beat into us, man. Right? Jesus was forced on us. So if a little English word offends Jesus, then he's soft just like the rest of y'all people out there, man. Right? Worried about a little bit of profanity, man. So-called. And I want to get that word too, man. So I hope that y'all learn something real quick, man. For you people out there, the cursing, such horrible teachings. What is this doing to save souls? What are you doing to save souls? On a comment board worried about profanity? Is that what you're worried about? Everybody gets exposed to profanity. What's the big deal? Cursing is in the Bible. Right? YAHAWASHI did it. And really calls Jesus Christ. Right? And all the men of old did it. What did Elisha do? No, was it Elisha? I think it was it was either Elisha or Elijah, right? With the she-bears. That was a curse. what did he do? They told him, go up thou bald head. Go up thou bald head. Right? And what happened? She-bears came and attacked him. Why? Because, again, I can't remember. It was either Elisha or Elijah. Right? He cursed them. Pretty much, to curse is to put on somebody. Right? When you put, like for example, you could say, I hope that mother effer gets hit by a bus. The mother effer part wasn't the curse. It was you saying that person, that you hope that person gets hit by a bus. That is the curse. Not the word in it. No, that is the curse. When you talk about, now we're going to get an example of profanity. What is profane? It says desecrate, treat holy things with irreverence. It didn't say anything about bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna get. Let me just type in profane to see what pops up, man. Like I said, this is easy work, man. Right? It says, "Thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord." So saying the F bomb and the S bomb and stuff like that. That's profane in the name of the Lord. What is a profane thing? Again, to desecrate something that's holy and stuff like that, right? So a lot of you Christians are like that, man, right? A lot of you Christians are like that. Or y'all sit up there and talk about rude speech. Rude speech. What is rude speech? Look up curse and look up profane. What is rude speech? I'm gonna give you a definition of something that's profane. You Christians sit up there and say that the law is done away with. That is a profane thing, man. That's profane. Saying that God loves all. That's profane. That's what you call profane. Right? You could be whatever it is you want to be. That is the definition of a profane thing. Because it's not holy. Serving other gods and all these other holidays and stuff like that. All these doctrines, Muslim, Catholic, Methodist, you name it, man. Right? You name it. That is being profane. So saying a few words, a few little, man, a few little words apparently hurts feelings, man. I'm not understanding. Right? Let's read. Let's read. Read on. Verse. This is Leviticus 19 and 12. "And ye shall not swear by my name falsely." Right? "Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God." Okay? "I am the Lord." Again, I'm not understanding how F-bombs is considered profanity. Again, when English was beaten to us. Right? I'm not understanding that. Let's read on. Yep. Look at all these, man. These have nothing to do with F-bombs and stuff like that. None of these have nothing to do with F-bombs, man. Right? It's so many people that get offended when we when we talk like we do, man. This is a really good. This is a really good definition. I might even mark this one. This is really good. Ezekiel chapter 22 verse 26. I mean, this is a good example, not definition, right? It says, "Her priests have violated my law and have profaned mine holy things." Right? "They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they shewed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths. I am profane among them." How are you profane? By saying the F word? I'm not quite understanding. Right? I'm not. That's a really good example, man. That's a really good example. I'm gonna read that again. It says, "Her priests have violated my law and have profaned mine holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane." So all of a sudden, when you drop an F-bomb, you're no longer holy. How do you be holy, man? Right? Because this world teaches you you're not supposed to curse. You're not supposed to do this, and you're not supposed to do but they over there bombing shit. I'm not understanding this, man. You know, they over there bombing stuff. See, what y'all doing is exactly what Esau does, man. You're over there. You're not supposed to do this, and you're not supposed. What exactly are you people on this comment board doing then, man? Let me go to these channels, man. Let me go to these channels. 17 subscribers. All they said, he said, all the cursing. This has nothing to do. Right, man, I swear, man. Okay. Overkill and classless. Let's see here. Nothing. This is why I say if you're not a prophet, shut the hell up. Okay? This is why we always say this. Well, this guy, he says he's a Muslim. Well, let's see how his Allah is treating him. Yeah, not very well. Not very well. Okay. Let's see here. Uh, let's see here. Oh, the long paragraph. Okay. Right. Okay. Apparently, okay. Well, he has at least a little something. The imitation of Christ. There's a little something. I mean, something like right here, even if it's one thing. But other than that, it's still not going well because again, when you leave paragraphs like that, I expect if I see a paragraph like that, I expect you to have some type of knowledge of what you're talking about. According to your channel and according to how you cursing is rotten words. No, 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 no. See, cursing isn't just words. Okay, cursing is praying. A prayer on the left hand side. It's not a word in a sentence. Okay. Again, I just showed you a definition, and I showed you the definition and gave you an example of what cursing is. Right? When we say mawaf lababal, that is a curse. That is a prime example of a curse. That is the downfall to this place called Babylon, man. That is a curse. Those are curses that we send that we say and we pray to the Lord, man. It's a request. It's a complaint. That is cursing. Not a word, not a simple word, right? This is why we don't go back and forth with people on the comment board, man. Because then you do this. You go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Don't use foul or abusive language. What is foul abusive language? What does that mean? Right? What does that mean? Let everything you say be good and helpful. Okay, all right. So I'm telling you who your enemy is, right? Let everything that you say be good and helpful. I'm in the midst of telling you who your enemy is. I may drop an F-bomb in there. Does that hurt you that bad? God damn, this society is soft, man. You Jakes are soft, right? And seriously uneducated. Severely uneducated. Right? Look up words instead of pouring all your emotional energy, and a lot of y'all get this from your mothers, man. Right? Instead of pouring all this emotional energy on a comment board, go Google stuff. Right? Just go research, and you figure out what cursing and profane is, man. Let's go down on this profane a little bit and see if we find something else good. Yep. Here we go. Speak unto the house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah. Behold, I will profane my sanctuary, the excellency of your strength, the desire of your. So let me see if I can get profane here, because the last verse, for whatever reason, wasn't doing it. Did I pass it? Yeah. That's what it did. Okay, here we go. To profane, defile, pollute, desecrate. Okay? Begin. It says to profane oneself, defile oneself, pollute oneself, ritually, sexually. It says to, and that sexually is not talking about sex before marriage and nothing like that. Okay? Because that has nothing to do with really nothing, right? It says to be polluted, be defiled, okay? To profane, make common, okay? This is what we talk about holy. See, automatically, we are a holy people. How do you profane? When you do, again, when you say the law is done away with, I'm under grace, you can do what you want to do, that's profane. Because the Lord told you not to do that. That is profane. right? I'm under grace, so I should be allowed to go eat pork. I should be allowed to eat crabs and stuff like that. That's profane. You Christians and a lot of you people out there y'all should be the very last ones to be talking about being profane. Muslims, y'all should be the last ones to be talking about being profane, man. Cause y'all still eat crab. Half of y'all don't even know why y'all don't eat pork, man. Right? Profane, make common, defile, pollute, to violate the honor of dishonor. Where in the world does it say dropping F bombs, right? Or so-called rude speech, right? So-called rude speech, right? Is being profane, right? Again, these scriptures that they pull out, Ephesians, Ephesians 4:29. What is a rotten word? What is a rotten word? Okay, because nigga is not one of them. The F bomb is not English. Salakia. English itself is rotten. Because again, it was beaten into us, man. Right? So before we go any further, you gotta remember, every word that we're speaking right now, every word that I'm speaking right now is considered rotten because it's not my language. Right? It's not my language. This is a slave German language, man. Yeah, it's a slave German. It's a German language. It says to pierce, to be slain, to wound, to be. No, again, none of these explain how dropping F bombs, so-called F bombs, is you know what I'm saying? It's profane. A profane thing is unclean, and again, English itself is unclean. So that kind of kills that anyway. All right. Let's see here. We pretty much get the point, man. You pretty much get the point. This is an easy cut, man. Okay. First Timothy chapter 1 verse 9. Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man, but for the lawless and disobedient. Why? Because why did it say the law is not made for the righteous man? Because the righteous man, you gotta think about it. The righteous man already knows better. Right? So now it's time to spread that word to the unrighteous. Right? So that's why, because the righteous man already has the law, so it's not for him no more, because he already has it. Okay? It says, but for the ungodly and for sinners. Yep. For unholy and profane, for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers, right? So a lot of people think when you pick up this Bible, you're supposed to be all soft spoken, right? Lovey dovey and all the other stuff, man. I'm not, again, I'm not quite understanding. You see, okay, I just mentioned a situation with she bears tearing up a bunch of children. You got that going on, but your focus is on when somebody saying the F word, all the slaughtering and all the killing that's happened in the Bible, and somehow you think dropping F bombs is considered profane and offensive to Jesus, or offensive, because it probably is offensive to that soft ass Jesus, but it's offensive to Yahawah when the Lord said he's a man of war, and Exodus chapter 15 verse 3. So none of this is making sense. You know what I'm saying? None of this is making sense, right? He had us conquer. He had us conquered. He had us slaughtering. He had a lot of times good example. Noah. We all know we all know the story of Noah's Ark. How many people got saved? 8. Come on, man. And you think somehow the Lord gives a goddamn about F bombs and stuff like that, right? Again, this isn't even our language. You're concerned about that. You literally had your heritage taken away from you, and your biggest concern is an F word and the way somebody teaches, which doesn't make any sense because you say it's bad teaching. There's no such thing as bad teaching, right? You see either you're teaching or you're leading people astray, right? Like what a lot of these other camps are doing about the Revelation 13. They're telling people that the Revelation 13 is not Revelation 13, if you know what I mean by that. That's not teaching. That's lying. So you have the teacher and you have a liar. You can say there's teachers on the left-hand side. You know what I call them? I call them liars. I call them devils because they're not teachers. Teaching. Let's get teaching real quick. You're right. Again, man, this is why you gotta look up words, man. What does it mean to teach? Type that in wrong. Whoops. What does it mean to teach? Okay, it says past participate. Just like a participle. Okay, to show, point out, declare, demonstrate. Okay, to give instruction. You see that? It says to give instruction. Right? And when you have instruction can only be good. Because again, if you're telling people, or I guess you could say so-called teaching people to forget about the law and stuff like that, guess what? You're a liar. You're not a teacher. You're a liar. You're a devil. You're a deceiver. Right? You are a hypocrite. Anything but a teacher. I remember I had somebody get on my comment board a few years ago. This is bad teaching. I've been down with GMS for years and so and so and so. Okay. You get your ass up. Each and every last one of y'all people on this comment board, man. And this is what I tell y'all people all the time. At which I never get a response back. Each and every last one of y'all, since y'all know so much about teaching and how you're supposed to do it, where's your platform, man? How come I see videos about cars and sports? A lot of times it's filled with sports, and it'd be with people that leave 3 goddamn paragraphs on a comment board, man. So since you people know so much about how to teach, how we're supposed to do it, stand out there and show us how it's done, man. And you see how it works out. There's a reason why I'm out there and you're sitting your dumb ass down on the keyboard, man. There's a reason for that. I remember sometime last year, maybe 2 years ago, right? We had somebody get on the comment board of our live stream when we was out there at camp. I can't remember what he said, but it had to do with something with the way we talk and the way we teach. Teaching is teaching, man. I don't give a goddamn how you do it, man. Teaching is teaching. It ain't the way you do it. But he had something to say about it. And you know what we said? Well, what are you doing? You're not doing nothing. You know what his reply was? Again, these are the people that we're dealing with, man. And this is why we don't deal with it. Right? You know what his reply was? I'm doing more than y'all do. And he got to get off the comment board. Okay? If you're doing more than we do, why are you not? Where's the works? Why are you not out there with your sign and your garment or whatever you wear? Right? And your fringes. Why are you not standing out there? You people love saying go to the hood. Well, go down to the hood. Get yourself some fringes. Right? Go down to the hood and you do it yourself. And you show us how it's done. Other than that, you don't have nothing to say because you're not out there. I'm not going to tell an electrician how to do electrician work. I'm not going to tell a train conductor how to be a train conductor if I don't know anything about it. Right? I'm not going to run up to the gym and tell somebody how to work out if I don't know how to work out myself. It's just certain that, man, you know, people, you know what this comes from? People not staying in their lane. Look up these words. That's all you got to do. There's so many definitions of curse. and profane. And let's get one last one. Again, I recommend this app. Man, you just can't make this up. You just can't make this up. It says to say bad words. What's a bad word according to the Bible? I just looked it up. Curse. Right? What's a bad word? What's profane? It says to use profane language, to use bad words. We just looked up what curse was. Profane. Right? I said to use bad words. What's a bad word according to the Bible? Right? What's a bad word according to the Bible? Well, let's see if I can think of an example. Okay, there's so many examples. I was just having a hard time trying to pick one out. That's simple enough for the the average human mind, right, to process, right. So again, something that's profane is 1 John chapter 3 verse 4, transgression of the law. Right? Freedom. Let's say that. Freedom. That's kind of a bad word. I'm talking about freedom without laws. I'm not talking about the truth making you free, meaning breaking that chain that's around your mind that Esau has put. It's as far as information, knowledge. Now I ain't talking about that, right? I'm talking about freedom. Freedom to do whatever it is you want to do. So these women can run around here to do what they want to do. These children can run around here and do what they want to do. Right? Everybody can just run around here and do what they want to do. And you get what you get. Freedom. Freedom is a bad word. Idolatry is a bad word. Adultery is a bad word. And these are the things that are taught that's okay. Okay, for what? It came from Christianity. Christianity, this plantationism is a bad word, man. So, you just can't make this up, man. And it all goes back to curse. When you cuss, you curse. Vulgar pronunciation of curse. So that's all it pretty much is, right? I've never seen anybody using. I've never seen anybody do this. Shorten customer. They just call them cuss. I've never seen anybody do that, but people probably do. Anyway, it says troublesome person or animal. See, it had nothing to do. It never had nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. To curse, to swear at. Okay. We want to get swear. Okay, and like I said, this is going to be that one was supposed to be the last one, but this is going to be the last one. Okay. It says to swear, to take an oath from. Right. I'm trying to find the definition that everybody uses. Like stop swearing. We're not supposed to swear, right? Speak, talk, say. Pretty much, for whatever reason. Oh, yeah, here we go. Invoke sacred names. Okay, invoke sacred names. Use bad language. Right, use bad language. When you mock the messages, you know what I'm saying? You're using bad language. When you say that, don't worry about it. God loves all, and you're not supposed to worry about the law, and I'm on the grace and stuff like that. That's bad language. That's language that you're not supposed to be speaking. Saying a few words like the F-bomb and HIT and stuff like that. Again, that has nothing to do with your character. I mean, I'm not the one that made the word, so I mean, that obviously has nothing to do with me any damn way. I just use it. And if it offends you so much, then so be it. Right? Anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I know I said it was gonna be real quick, but well, the Lord had it otherwise, right? Giving all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, Shalom.